Hello, I'm Dr. Aditi, consultant in internal medicine from Mehta Hospital. Today we are going to be talking a little about the sugar values. Often I have patients coming to me who found at some random health checkup or at a pre-employment checkup or at an annual health checkup, they've just randomly done their sugars and the sugars are not within the reference range as prescribed by that particular laboratory. That immediately raises a lot of concern and panic, and that instantly brings them to my outpatient clinic. So we'll see how to go about such a scenario. So often we tend to check our blood sugar levels at these health checkups. Sometimes when we have relatives at home who are existing diabetics, we may be familiar with the capillary blood glucose monitoring machines at home. So I have a lot of patients coming to me saying, my mother or father is a diabetic, and on their machine I just randomly checked the blood sugar just to be on the safer side, found it to be slightly high and I'm a little worried, could I be having sugar? This is typically the scenario which causes a lot of panic amongst a lot of patients. So generally, to diagnose diabetes mellitus, a random blood sugar may not be very helpful. We require either a fasting or a postprandial blood sugar value. Now, by fasting blood sugar, what I essentially mean is that the blood sample has to be drawn after 8 hours of midnight fast. So that means if you have your dinner by, let's say, 10 p.m., after that you're not going to be having anything other than water. Morning beyond 6 p.m. you're ready to give your fasting blood sugar sample. Now your postprandial blood sugar sample is essentially taken 2 hours after your regular routine breakfast. A lot of patients end up having panic when I prescribe a fasting and a postprandial blood sugar, and they tactfully try to reduce the amount of breakfast or even skip the breakfast sometimes for a postprandial blood sugar. Please don't do that. That will result in a lot of inaccuracies and hence will cause a lot of confusion. So please have your regular routine breakfast, something that you have on a daily basis, so that the values will closely mimic what your sugar values are on a day-to-day basis. And the blood sugar which is taken 2 hours after your regular routine breakfast is your postprandial blood sugar sample. Now coming to something called a HbA1c. Most of you who are diabetics or who have diabetics in the family would already be familiar with this terminology. It is basically a measure of your average blood sugar over the previous 3 months. Now this value comes in very handy for us in certain specific situations. For example, sometimes there may be an illness or a recent stressor like an injury or a surgery, or even a recent intake of a medicine which could inadvertently increase the blood sugar. So sometimes when you randomly check the blood sugar, it may be high, but at that point doing this HbA1c will help in clarifying this confusion because it gives us the average blood sugar over 3 months. So usually if your HbA1c itself is on the higher side, then your rise in blood sugar values are less likely to be from some other intermediary transient factors, more likely that you do have diabetes mellitus. Now let us look at the values per se before talking a little about the random blood sugar value and its relevance. Now the normal fasting blood sugar value is less than 100. So if you do have any blood sugar more than 100 on your fasting blood sample, then please consult your physician. If it is more than 125, as in if it is 126 or more, it is diabetes mellitus. If it is between 100 and 125, then we term the patient as a pre-diabetic. That means the patient is at a higher risk to develop diabetes in the near future as compared to the general population. So generally what we would advise to such individuals is, please get started on a diabetic diet, start getting yourself on a physically active lifestyle, what I've already mentioned. So daily walking at least for 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day is something that would be desirable. So start yourself on lifestyle modifications and dietary modifications if you're in the pre-diabetic range, so that you would be able to delay or prevent the occurrence of diabetes in the future. Now coming to the postprandial blood sugar values, the normal postprandial blood sugar value is under 140. So if you do have anything above 140, please consult your physician. A value of beyond 200 means that you have diabetes. Anything between 140 and 200 implies pre-diabetic status. HbA1c, again, a value of more than or equal to 6.5 essentially implies diabetes mellitus. This is not an all or none law. Sometimes there may be some discrepancy in the values, in which case I'm sure your physician will be able to offer more clarity and will be able to confirm the diagnosis for you. Now moving on to the random blood sugar value. Generally, random blood sugar value does not help us much in confirming the presence of diabetes. However, the presence of a random blood sugar more than 200 with symptoms especially like increase in appetite, increase in thirst, rapid loss of weight, increase in urine output, all this will go in favor of the possibility of diabetes mellitus. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you.